In terms of financial and operational results, I think it would be good to highlight here that year to date, for example, G&A, we had a reduction from 2.4 million to 2.1 million in this quarter. And in terms of net loss, we also had a reduction in our loss from 7.4 million to 6.2. So at the end of the day, we had a bit of improvement on these two numbers. I think these ones that I'd like to highlight. In terms of EBITDA, like I said before in the highlights chart, we had 0 last year, and this year we're minus 200K. And we do expect improvement. Let's see what comes for Q3 and Q4. In terms of operation summary, now you can see here in the top of this chart, including freight, it's quite relevant to our business. And then the second table, we had an explanation and detailed numbers excluding the freight impact, because when we sell CIF, of course, increases our price. However, it increases in the same terms our expenses as well. We do not plan and do not work to have gains with freight, but to be as much more compatible as possible, trying to reduce the final cost to the farmers. And the good point to be highlighting here is that we had an increase in gross margin. At the end of the day, reduced when we remove freight from the numbers, from 55 to 58% this quarter, and year to date, even a better variance improvement from 52% to 57% on gross margin. A bit on detail on sales, general and administrative expenses. What we have here is like we have a reduction of 11% on total sales expense and a reduction of 13% in the general expenses. So just for example, year to date legal and consultancy expenses, we had a reduction from 600K to 360K in the same period. We had a lot of renegotiation. We are working hard to try to be able to reduce expenses that are not directly connected to sales, expenses that if we reduce, we do not impact sales, and trying to be prepared for the situation with lower volumes and prices as we had in the first semester. So we will keep with this strategy of trying to reduce and mitigate as much as we can costs, expenses that do not bring sales.